Okay, Rooster Natives, we're going to be talking about 3 specific points. First is where you're at on your 12-year cycle. Second is how your sign, Rooster, interacts with the sign of the year, which is Monkey. And third, we're going to be looking at a very specific Feng Shui cure I've chosen for you to bring in wealth and prosperity this year. Okay, Rooster Natives, let's first talk about where you are on the 12-year cycle. And the 12-year cycle, of course, is that metaphor of a year of farming where we've divided up the 12 years into 4 distinct periods of 3 years each. And you're in the very first period. That is the seed planting period. That is because your year was just a couple of years ago, and so over the last few years you have found that you do not want anything from your past, that you want all new stuff, and that's great. That's exactly what you want. Seed planting means that you're going out there into the world and trying new things. And so trying new things can be anything from trying new foods, meeting new people, to doing a new job or starting a new business. The more new things that you try, the more prosperity you will have over the course of your 12-year cycle. This means that you may still be doing some things from your past, but you're, 1, not enjoying them like you used to, and 2, they're not as profitable as they used to be. You're in a period now where if you can combine anything new, that's where you get the burst of energy. That's where you get the burst of opportunities. So in a seed planting time, it is really hard work. It does mean that you may be working a job and starting a business on the side, or you may have to do a little extra effort in your love relationships to get things on a footing where you want them to be. It also may mean that you're dating, that you're newly single, and that you are looking around, and that's hard work in itself. Or if you're in a committed relationship, perhaps the family is growing. So you are learning how to integrate all these different energies into either one household or connecting with relatives on a more frequent basis. This is an abundant year for you. However, because it's a seed planting year, it is very important that you use your resources wisely, that you don't waste things. You don't want to just throw seeds out there, letting the birds eat them. You want to plant your seeds in the best spots possible. That is, if you're going to start a business, you do it and give it a really good go. You don't just do it for a couple of days and then forget about it. You really focus on it. The same with your job. Sit there and do a good job. Really work at it. And if you just can't bring yourself to do it, then it's not the right job. Go find another job. So the second point that I want to make is how your sign, Rooster sign, interacts with a sign of the year, which is Pig, which is the universal energy that we're all going to be feeling. So of these 2 animals, they have a lot of things in common. They both live in the barnyard, they don't compete for food, they don't compete for space, and they don't fight with each other. And so you have ahead of you a very harmonious year. It means that you really understand the energies of the year, and so you can find more customers, you can find better relationships, friendships, you can make great connections. Now, Rooster Natives, you are known as the managers of the barnyard, so you can get a little bit bossy. In this case, though, you're going to find that many people want to hear from you about what to do next. So it's very easy this year for you to build a team. Let's say you wanted to put together a business and you know a friend who's good at sales and another one who's a graphic designer. You could pull these people together very easily and say, hey, let's do this together. Everybody contributes some time and everything moves forward. So recognize that your managerial skills are actually very beneficial this year. Now, Pig energy is quite sensitive, so you do have to temper a little bit how you're speaking to people. You can't just go in and be the general and be a dictator. But you can, through a little bit of kind, gentle language, get many people to do many things for you this year. Now, the Feng Shui cure that I chose for you was the Lucky Bamboo. I chose this cure specifically for you to show you a representation of something that is useful in many different ways. The bamboo plant is an amazing plant. It can be used as food, medicine, or building materials. In addition, it grows very quickly and very abundantly. And so this is that representation that if something can't be used in one place, it can be used in another. If the person who maybe they can't do the graphic design for your entire business, but they can give a few ideas, or they can show you a person who can do it for you. So utilize this energy of the lucky bamboo as a reminder that everything that comes to you can be used in some way. Now, lucky bamboo could be very ornate, it could be in some intricate design, or you can just place a few stalks in a vase of water and put it where it's going to get some sunshine. Either one's going to work just fine. Two things. One, you do want to have the lucky bamboo inside the house. Do not plant lucky bamboo in your yard, because in a year, you will only have bamboo in your yard. The second is that you want to keep the plant alive. So if you don't have a green thumb, just be prepared to replace your bamboo if it dies off. You want to make sure that you keep it watered, give it some sunlight, give it a little bit of love, so that it is that positive representation for you all year. Now, you want to place your lucky bamboo where it's going to thrive. So it can be placed in your home office, in your kitchen, in your family room, or by your front door. Any of these places will work. But if your home office is quite dark, if you have an office in the basement, because you do podcasts and so it's all soundproofed, then the plant's not going to thrive there. So maybe place it in the kitchen. Or if you find that the kitchen is quite small and you don't have space for it, well, perhaps in the family room. So any of these places will work. And then you want to tend the plant on a regular basis. And what this does is, as you are, giving it water, maybe taking off any dead leaves, making sure that it's thriving in its place, you are being reminded of how many resources and opportunities you have to make what you want to have happen in your life. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I do teach classes on Feng Shui, so check out my website. The link is in the description box below. And I'll see you in the next video.